welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my updated work makeup routine. One of the first videos I ever uploaded many moons ago was a work makeup routine, and now this is my 2023 version of it. Let me know what you guys think and let's quickly get into the video. We have to head to work. Those post haircut days where you don't know what to do with your hair. Okay, I'm going to start right from the beginning. So I've cleansed and toned, so I've used rose water. And now I'm going to show you what I do next, which is moisturizer and sunscreen. Super important. You're going out, you're going to work. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I mean, this is kind of like my special occasion moisturizer, but I mean, it's a really nice moisturizer and you don't need too much. So I'm just putting that on. It's really good to hydrate your face, whether you're going outside for work or you're going to be in the AC all day, because that really strips your skin of moisturizer. And this video tends to be a little longer just because I'm explaining stuff, but I think you can get this makeup done in like 15 minutes. So stay tuned for that. I'm just moisturizing, and I'm putting extra moisturizer where I have dryness, which is my cheeks. That is super important. Don't forget the neck. I've been recently having breakouts and I don't know why, because I normally don't. I mean, it's like you don't have breakouts as a teen and then you have them as an adult. It's like, what do I do with this right now? Don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful I didn't have acne as a teen. Okay, so the moisturizers melted into the skin. And now I'm going to put sunscreen. I really like this Minimalist sunscreen stick. So I did a sunscreen video, like a short, and you can see all the sunscreens I used in that. I really like this. It's super easy. I'm also super lazy to put sunscreen. So it's like a stick. I'm just going. I also am really nervous for white cast with sunscreens. So the fact that this doesn't do that makes me really happy, and also makes my skin super glowy. So that's really good. So done that, I'm just gonna blend that in. These two steps are crucial. Like, you have to have a little bit of moisturizer and a little bit of sunscreen on. Super important. And then lip balm. I'm using the Laneige Sleeping Mask in Berry. Now, if you're hyper minimal, then these three products and you can go outside the house. So moisturizer, sunscreen and lip balm. But I am not minimal. So we're going to show you what I would do for a work day. And I'm going to go in for eyebrows. So each step of the way I'm going to show you from like super minimal like this to how I slowly increase and make it how I like it. So now I'm going to do eyebrows. I'm using my Swiss Beauty, the name has rubbed off, pod. It has 4 colors and a wax, 3 colors and a wax, and I use the grey. What I tend to do is take my spoolie and brush my eyebrow hairs forward. If you have full brows, you just need to brush your eyebrow hairs out and you're fine. Now I'm going to look in the mirror. I'm going to take the slanted brush that comes with it and just take a little bit of that grey powder and just fill in my sparse areas. So I tend to have a few sparse areas here in the front, and I feel like the grey color is kind of perfect. The black is like too dark. I use the black as eyeshadow, the black and brown sometimes. And then brushing my hair out. You don't need to have anything too intense. What you do want with your work makeup is for it to last and you don't want to touch it up. So I'm going to set my eyebrows with the Wet n Wild Mega Clear Mascara. It's a clear mascara. You can use this for lashes, but I just tend to use it for brows. And I use it for lashes when I'm going to the beach or swimming if I want a cute look. Okay, so done. So if you're like a really simple girly, you go like this. Now I am going to show you what I do next, which is I'm going to be using this Conceal and Correct palette. I'm going to go in with the orange shade and I'm going to color correct. I don't know why I paused. Now I've recently done a video where I use like hands versus brushes, and I really like the application of the color corrector with my fingers. So I am going to use my fingers and go in with the orange and just tap it in. I basically need it around my mouth. This is what I would do. This is not necessarily what you want to do. You could just go with moisturizer like I said earlier. So I'm just putting it on both fingers and just pressing it into where I have a little bit of discoloration. And now I'm going to conceal again with this palette. I'm going to be using this color, and I'm going to take a flat brush for that. And just conceal my under eye. I'm okay with that for now. And then I'm going to go in with my Fit Me. I also suggest there's a Nykaa Matte to Last. I think you want a matte base when you're going in for work and you just want it to be like lasting the whole day. So both foundations work. I'm going to be using this because it's my favorite. And I'm going to take one pump of that. And I'm going to be using a beauty blender because that's my favorite application. I'm going to put this on my face. I learned a lot actually from the hand versus. I was kind of skeptical to do it. Thank you, Radhi, for convincing me to do it because I was like, oh, it's going to be a mess. But I learned so much about how I could use my hands for a lot of things. So I've placed the foundation and I'm just going to blend. You don't want the foundation to be too heavy, but just like a light wash. Cover up that color corrector and blend concealer in. So normally I take a much lighter concealer and I try to highlight, but we just want to look really nice and presentable for work, right? So we don't want like a crazy done up look either. You just want to look awake and ready for the day. So I just get enough foundation to cover up basically all the color corrector that I did, and then I blend that in to my concealer. If there's any creasing, don't worry about that. We will deal with that. Now I'm going to go in for blush. You want a long lasting blush. You don't really need a dewy glowy one. I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty, and you need the tiniest bit. I made that mistake in my blush video of putting like the mini drops. You don't want that kind of look for work. So I'm just going to take it on my hand. It's so pigmented. But usually people like to go for really nude looks, and that's fair too. You can go for like browns and really nude pinks, but I'm going to do a little bit of color because it is me and I want to match the foxes on my shirt. So I've taken this here and I'm just going to take it with my finger. You really need the slightest bit, so I do not want to make that mistake. And what's nice is that it's matte, so it looks really like good for work and it lasts the whole day. So you don't really want to touch up makeup when you're going to work. You want neat, clean makeup that you don't need to touch up. You don't want to look too dressed up, but you do want to look a little formal. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose. See, you need the tiniest bit. I'm gonna put a little on my lips. And a little on my eyes. This is so versatile and it looks like so pretty. Blend it out nicely with the fingers. Look in the mirror. Now again, if you really like simple and you don't want to do anything too intense, you could do this, set it with a bit of powder and you're done, right? Maybe a little bit of mascara. Well, that's not me. So now I put the blush. Now for highlighter, you don't want shiny cheeks for work, right? So you want a very subtle highlighter to just give you a little bit of glow, like you have like amazing skin. So for that, I would suggest the Glamglow. I got the small bottle. It's in the shade Nude Glow. You can also use the Rare Beauty highlighter, but I think it is a little dressed up for work, so I'm going to use this. And I think I got it free with buying something else. And I'm just going to take the slightest amount. You can put this underneath makeup as well. I'm using it like more like a highlighter. So I'm just putting it on the high point. You can barely see it. It's just when the light catches those areas, you can kind of see that. And I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna put a little on the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. It's so subtle you can't even tell. Again, you could go like this. Totally acceptable. Now next, I am going to set my face. Now you could use a powder, which is a little heavier, and when you're doing heavier makeup, it's required. But I think I'm going to use this Nykaa All Day Matte Compact Powder. It's also really useful because you can carry this in your bag. So I'm going to be using this. The puff that comes with it is like completely useless. So it's a nice product. It has a big mirror, so it's really useful for touch-ups at work as well. And I'm going to be using my triangular puff, which I would probably carry with me in my bag. So a triangular puff. I'm going to go into the compact, take enough powder, dust off if I need to. And I'm just going to go into the places where I need to set, which is under my eye. So can you see instantly it's just like neatened up that area. And here where I tend to like sweat, on my nose. Again, super simple look. You could go to work like this as well. And I think it makes sense to use a compact that you can easily carry in your bag as well. And one that has a mirror. So if you do, by any reason, have to do a touch-up, you have this. So I've done my powdering and now I'm going to set that blush and I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer just to get a little bit of shape in my face. So for blush, I'm using the K Beauty in Deep Plum. I'm going to use a very light hand. I know it looks like a dark color, but it really goes well with the Rare Beauty underneath and it's going to give you a lovely flush of color. I'm using a fluffy brush. I'm going to use this one. I'm going in, dusting off the excess, just tapping it on my hand to see how much comes off. I'm just starting from here and just going in. That's it. It's super subtle, but it looks so nice and your face just looks nice and flushed. And now I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place bronzer palette. Love this palette. Love it. And I'm going to use a very like fluffy brush just to get a light bronzing thing. So color. So I'm just going to use this lighter color here. Just lightly blonde. It's kind of going under the blush and mixing in with the blush. I'm going underneath. The reason I do this is because your face naturally has colors, and then when you put foundation, it kind of makes it one tone. So you just want to bring back a little bit of that shape here, and a little bit of warmth as well. And I'm gonna pinch this and just go down my nose a little bit. And my crease. So it's all like, all seamless. Over here, over here, over here. And we're done with the face. So if you just want to do like a simple base and go, this is it. But we're going to do the eyes and the lips as well. Now, for the eyes, I found this really cute Nykaa cord when I was doing my all Nykaa video. And I think it's really nice for work, and you can carry this in your bag and then just dress up if you have to go out later for work. And it has really nice simple brown nudes. And I'm just going to use this color here just to give like an evenness to my lid. And I'm going to use this dual brush. It has flat side on one side and a blending one on the other. So I'm just going to take the flat side, dust off excess, and just carefully just put that all over my lid. It's so subtle, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it just gives like a nice even look to the lid. And yeah, it's just done. I don't think I need to do anything else. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to put a little bit underneath just for cohesiveness. You barely even see it. I don't know if it's just for my sense of satisfaction or something, but I'm just doing that. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that Glamglow, and I'm just going to take whatever's like left, put it on my fingers and just highlight my inner waterline, like the tear duct. It just looks so pretty, and you can see that it's really brightened up the eye. And now for the rest of the eyes, I'm going to take, so you could do a brown liner or you could do like kajal. So I'm going to start with the brown liner. This is the Ofra eyeliner in brown, and I'm just going to line my upper waterline. And then go over and just do like a subtle and then I'm going to be using mascara. I'm using the Air Volume Easy Waterproof Mascara. And what's really good about this, you can wash it off with warm water. So when you're back from a long day at work, it's not a pain to remove your waterproof mascara. Now, some volume in there, girl. This mascara is amazing for volume. And it just opens out your eyes and it looks like you just have natural fake lashes. I generally don't wear fake lashes, and I definitely will not wear them to work. I mean, never say never, but you know what I mean. Now for lips. So I'm gonna line my lips with my Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Rich Brown. Lovely brown color, perfect for me. Just a light, not overlining, just going along my lips. Wow, I did it without mirror. Yeah, no notes. Now you want a long lasting lipstick. You're going to have coffee. You're going to be eating lunch. You're going to be talking with your colleagues. You're going to be doing like a million things. So you don't want lipstick that's just going to like mess up. You want a long lasting one. So I have the NYX Lingerie lipstick in Warm Up. Love this. And it's a liquid lipstick, it's going to last forever, but it doesn't really dry your lips out too much, so it's perfect. I'm going to go in. And it's an amazing nude. It isn't like your usual browns or things. So in between. Okay, I'm gonna look in the mirror. I'm gonna let the first layer dry down because it does get a little darker as it dries, and then go in for the second coat. Going in for the second coat. Too much. Gotta wait for that to dry. I'm going to take a little tissue and make it a little bit more subtle so it's not too loud. Now you could end with that. It's going to dry down super matte, but I thought of putting a little bit of shine over it. So I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Lip Oil in Serenity. And what's really good about it, it's a tint as well, so it'll last all day. It's hydrating. You don't have to worry about the lipstick coming off because you have a liquid lipstick and you have a lip oil on top of it, so with a tint, so you are sorted. I'm going to take my lip liner and just like even out the edges. So there you have it. That's my updated work makeup routine. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Try and recreate the look and tag me. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe.